One of the things that we need to change, from my perspective, is this idea that the faster, the better. We all saw the process, that we have this idea that, oh, we need to do things fast so we have more time for what we like. That was this idea, no? This romantic idea that came with the washing machine and the dishwashers and all the other things to make things fast. And nowadays, we even don't need to get out of our couch. From the phone, we can buy food, we can buy anything we want, we can communicate, we can do everything from that. And I want something, I buy now, I get the other day in the morning. Sometimes I even got, it's like, that's strange, It happened to me like in the evening, I remember I need something, I go there, I buy on the phone, the next day in the morning they're bringing. I said, wow, that's even too much. But what happens? We get used to that way of doing things so fast. And we get into that pace, and we want always more. So we enter into that idea that the faster I do things, the better it is. The less effort I need to put into things, the better it is. And we lose everything that is in between. Sometimes I think about the previous generations where there was no internet. And you ask, how could people do what they did? I look into my family and I always take the example of my great-grandfather. He was a person that he did so much in his life. He created an incredibly big company from zero. He went from being alone, working alone, to having 18,000 workers. Had few factories. He made something in Brazil really big. And this whole thing was possible because he had the possibility to think, to feel, to understand. And sometimes I ask myself, when he went to his honeymoon to New York, because he liked it very much, elevators. So at that time he took my great-grandmother to the honeymoon to New York, because actually he wanted to see the skyscrapers, to see the elevators there. That was his idea. So in between lunches or dinners or things, sightseeings with her, he would go to see some elevators. And then in between all of that, he was able to escape for 2 days, and he went to see one company that he was already working for them, which was Westinghouse at the time. And he had the idea of elevators, but he knew that Westinghouse would never give the maintenance of elevators to someone that they didn't know at all. So he started making maintenance of fridges first. So he would do maintenance of their fridges. And then he got there, and after 2 days with them, he got the contract of the maintenance of elevators. And he was on his way back from New York to Brazil to São Paulo. It was 2 weeks trip by boat. No, there was no plane. And he had this thick manual in his hand of how to do maintenance of elevators, which he didn't want to do maintenance of elevators. He wanted to build elevators. So he took this 2 weeks time, which had nothing more to do. There was him, the manual of elevators. Okay, my great-grandmother was also there. But he had his full time into it. And what happened? When he reached there, he already had the ideas of how to build his own elevators. And not so long after, he started his factory. Small, and then slowly grew. So I question myself, what would have happened if he went to New York on a business class ticket, came back with 20 movies to watch, nice food in between, time to sleep and this and that, and need to answer emails and internet on and all of that. Where would he have found the time and the space to look for the solutions and to have the ideas and to allow himself to follow his dream? I think it would have never happened. So actually, we need to diminish the speed in order to do more. It's like the same thing happens with the relationships that we have. We are always communicating, but often saying nothing. Because we don't create the space to look at each other's eyes and to truly be together. We're always hurrying up, and we never have this quality time together, because we always need to be somewhere else. We always need to be doing something. Our attention is always into something else. And there is this strange image that I have seen so many times. We are in a restaurant, and then two people are there. One stands up to go to the bathroom. What is the other person doing? On the phone right away. Not even 5 seconds. Then when the other person comes back, the first one doesn't put the phone away. And then the one that went to the bathroom take care of his phone or her phone also. And then they are there, but they are not there. Attention is somewhere else. So we didn't exchange something really. You know? And so we don't go through things. We go to places and we don't experience the places truly. So we do less in a way. So I really believe it is important for us to slow down in order to be able to do more.